audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 3, 2, 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Drew?
What?
The best
of LoveLine.
Thanks, jackass.
That was a nice. Forget it.
Okay.
Let's start it over again.
No. I know I didn't lead you into it too well, but had you been paying attention, you would have known what I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. First guest up tonight is the one that's you don't know what he's saying, but whatever it is, it's real funny.
And we loved him. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't you? I really
yes,
liked Ozzy.
I really.
I really don't. I'm really. What you say?
Yeah. Now you think that was just Engineer Anderson cutting something together? Oh no, everybody.
Or maybe that was a fluke during that evening. No. But it's in fact the abstinence message. That's me imitating Porky Pig. Okay, so
all right, and here is the
one and only Ozzy Osbourne.
Thank you.
I'm never went to school. I'm dyslexic and I suffer from ADD.
No, it's Adam too. You guys have a lot in common.
We have a lot in common, man.
I'm going to tell my kid not to go to school on the off chance he becomes a successful entrepreneur or musician or actor so he can announce that while he counts his millions. Doesn't it feel better? I mean, aren't you glad you didn't go to school now?
Well, not really, because it does get frustrating when I say, instead of K, I'll Q, I'll read it all back to front, and I see things back to front, and my concentration span is about 1 millionth of a second, and in my whole life I must have read maybe 5 books.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Adam.
You're really
Incarnate.
my hero.
Yes.
Because I don't like to read either.
I love to.
You love it?
If someone invented a pill that maybe let me, I'd love to read. I'd love to go into a library and just pick out a book. I envy people that can read. I mean, I know people that can speed read. That must be a trip, man.
Adam has so much negative sort of connotation to the book that he can't even get near a book without shuddering and feeling all.
I buy books to make myself feel intelligent, and I just
stay around them. You live around books.
They look good on the shelf.
I've got first editions of everything. I've got Churchill's first edition. I can't even read the name Churchill. I said, "What's his what?" Sharon buys me these first editions, and I go, "Well, what does that mean?" She goes, "This is Winston Churchill's memoirs." I go, "What about?" How drunk he used to get and how many cigars he used to smoke during the war.
Oh, that's sacrilege. He saved your country.
Bull.
Crap. All right, Ozzy Osbourne is here. Sharon is also here. Sharon is his wife and manager and wrangler and sometimes interpreter. And put your headphones on, Sharon, because when we get some calls, you're going to want to hear these problems that these kids have. Now, I think I saw Behind the Music on you.
Yeah.
And, boy, where do you start? What a great Behind the Music. Like, that should have been a 5-hour Behind the Music.
In actual fact, there's part 2 coming. It's the truth. There's part 2 coming out shortly.
Yeah, because it wasn't, once in a while they do a Behind the Music with, like, Hazy Fantasy or Third Eye Blind or something.
Who the hell is
That's
Hazy
my
Fantasy?
point. There's not enough to fill up the time, but with you got too much material for the allotted time. But there's a couple
I've met
things.
you before, haven't I?
You've been here before.
That's right. I
It
know.
was about 8 years ago.
I feel like I've been abducted by aliens and just let down again.
He pointed at Dr. Drew, by the way. I was not here when
I know. I'll never forget a face.
Really?
Especially if I ripped him off.
No, we had a good time though.
You did? Mm-hmm. All right, now Sharon, you guys met. I mean, it's been some years now, right? 10 years plus.
No,
actually, I first met Sharon when she was a telephone receptionist for her father in 1971, and her father was trying to get money for Black Sabbath,
right?
And I was wearing a pajama top for his shirt and a hot water faucet for jewelry, and she was absolutely. I was smoking pot in the reception, and she was absolutely freaked out.
And you were weren't you locked up in a hotel room, and Sharon came up and saved you?
79. That was in 79.
Well, that was a
was
while ago.
They'd been together for years at that point, see.
But here's the thing I was curious about. The infamous biting the head off.
Oh, no, don't go there.
I know
Don't
everyone
go
goes
there, man.
You don't
like
have
to
to
talk
answer
about
any
that.
questions, but here's what I'm curious about. When I was watching the Behind the Music thing, he was biting the head off of the dove in the record meeting.
Yeah.
There was pictures of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a reenactment. I was like, who had a camera for this?
It was supposed to be me signing up with the record company.
was
Oh,
It
that's
was
why they were taking the pictures.
It was a
Well,
meet and
I
greet.
go, when you go, hi, and then they were saying that, and the next guy comes in, and he's like, so when you go to the fun fair, and you put your face through one of them,
Yeah.
be happy how, in fact.
Yeah. Oh, we need a camera in here.
Sharon says to me, I want you to go in and throw these doves in the air. And I said, I was drunk, and I said, I threw one up in, and I bit the one's head off, and they all went right to the opposite way around.
Yeah, the blood was coming out. It was great that there was a camera there. That's all I'm saying. That was
Nobody. I mean, I was. Sharon says Sharon was literally wetting herself, literally.
In the reception of CBS.
you had a tinkle in your pants in the reception of
On
CBS.
the floor, a huge tinkle.
Really?
Because I couldn't stop
he-
laughing.
I mean,
Did
it
he
was,
bite
it was
that?
more like a small lake.
It really doesn't qualify as a tinkle then, does it?
No, it's not.
It's a pit.
Wow,
Waterfall.
Piss.
that's great. Wow, what a mess you guys made in that office.
Blood and sith, it was great.
It was. I mean, we went back to her father's house. She says, "You guys stink. You need to take a bath more often."
All right, well, let me, I'm glad I brought that up.
You
What?
got us to give kids advice after that.
Yeah, we will. All right, we'll take some calls. Audrey,
Yes,
what's up?
nothing. I'm just like really excited. I have a question. Well, not really a question. I want to say thank you to Ozzy for the music.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also to your wife for getting you back on your feet and having you around this long. I'm really happy.
I mean, that's another thing. I don't know how I've done how. I don't believe in miracles and things, but I'm sure I had an incredible run, you know. So considering I started in '68 with Black Sabbath.
Oh, I know that.
It's now in 2001. It's like, where has the time gone? It's like in a flash it's gone by. So you know what you should do every day? Enjoy your life.
Exactly.
I mean, Sharon and I were in New York for when this terrorist attack happened. You know, and suddenly the world kind of changed for us all. And what I decided to do, you know, is have as much fun as I possibly can, because you know what? You never know when something bad's going to happen.
Were you in the shadow of all that? Did you see it happen?
Well,
We saw it from the roof of our hotel after we watched the
Wow.
news. We went up to the roof and you could see it all burning.
But,
it was,
Ozzy, it's not like you were leading a sober, contemplative life of quiet reading before this. I mean, weren't
told you
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 having
can't read.
fun?
You can't read.
I know, I'm saying you were having
I'm not
fun.
sober now. I'm not totally teetotal now. Even now, against my wife finds me with my head down in a bottle of something I shouldn't be doing, and she goes, not allowed. Go back to jail.
But
Do not collect $200.
I mean, you were having a good time before.
I mean, you gotta have a good time.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, what's the point? You know what? When you're dead for a lot of years, and nobody's ever come back and said, "Hey, you know what? It's really cool on the other side."
No, I wish someone would, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
Make us
you
feel
know,
better,
I'm
wouldn't it?
dying to hear that.
But, I
from
mean, but
somebody.
you hear these people say that they saw this white light and so they heard a voice say, "Go back." I mean, I don't believe in all that baloney. I don't believe in ghosts.
I always fear that
I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in apparitions. I think people are either too stoned or something's going on in their head. You know.
Right. Well, do you think you would go to hell if there was a hell?
I think that the 11th of September if hell's worse than that, if there is a place called hell, I mean, I believe there's heaven and hell on this domain that we live in.
this
Right.
is hell.
This is it.
This is hell.
But hell since
Well,
September
September
11th.
No, that's not hell. I got McDonald's around the corner, so that's.
That's hell too.
Hey, Audrey?
You know, with me, I like everything that's right. The greatest single achievement of my life. I've had platinum discs, Grammy Awards, Walk of Fame, all this. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 7 months.
Yeah.
good.
And I started smoking when I was 12.
Wow. Wow.
I was smoking for 40 years, and don't ask me how I did that. If I believe there is a miracle, that is one.
Well, I'll tell you what. I prayed to God to win tickets to go see you in Tucson, and I told him, if there is a God, I will quit smoking the next day. And I won the tickets to go see you in Tucson.
Wow.
And
Great.
You know what? I'm quitting smoking for my window.
I'm going to quit tomorrow. You know what? I'm quitting next week.
No, you know what? When you're ready, if you're ready, you'll quit.
You got to be ready. I agree with you.
That's
You've
right.
got to be ready.
I mean, what happened with me? I had the patch, I had hypnosis, I had the acupuncture, I tried the gum and everything. Until one day I just went, you know what? This is the last damn cigarette I'm ever going to put in my mouth. And I threw it on the fire and I haven't touched one since. And I didn't go through any crazy withdrawals. I didn't go, because I was ready to quit. I was ready. It's kind of like, you're not getting on with your partner anymore. And the love's over, but you're sticking it out. And then all of a sudden one day you go.
That's how me and Drew are.
Yeah, we keep sticking it out, though.
Yeah, but one day you'll say, you know what? I can't stand to be in another night with this person. I'm off.
Right. That
could be tonight.
Alex? Hey, Alex, you're 17.
Hi.
What's up?
I've been able to masturbate since I was 8, and I was just wondering if that would affect my sex drive.
In what way? I mean, what is your...
Well, just like, when you're 40, you're supposed to be more sexually driven, and maybe that would come sooner or not at all.
You're going to use up your orgasms or something?
I don't know. Because when I was younger, I used to masturbate at least twice a day for a long time, and now it's just like, it's not as often, like maybe once a week.
Are you on medication?
No.
And are you sexually active with somebody?
No, I've never had sex.
Are you and you weren't sexually abused or anything sort of set you on a trajectory of excessive masturbation for a while?
I don't think so.
Was there anything crazy going on in your house? Anything sort of over arousing, stimulating? Was there a lot of chaos or house family breaking apart or anything?
Not at all. I just found myself very
all right.
I don't know. I just fantasized a lot.
Did you have an orgasm when you were 8?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Heck yeah.
How did you finish the 3rd grade? I mean, I would have.
If that was me at 8, I'd have been still in the room.
Yeah.
I would never have gone out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When I found out what it was about, I thought, I've discovered magic.
Your magic wand.
Magic wand makes my penis grow.
All right, Alex, you're fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. It's normal.
And Adam, if you went to my high school, I'd definitely give you a BJ.
Why?
Thank you. Now you
What
are.
is that? Was that? Oh, you missed. I'm deaf. What was that?
She'd give me a BJ, a blowjob, if I went to her.
What do you want to do that for?
Yeah,
you don't even know the guy.
Really, something happened now.
You know me better.
All right. Well, it'd be an honor.
I think she's a little over
you. I
six.
see. All right. The great Ozzy Osbourne is here tonight. His beautiful wife Sharon, who reminds me of Ariana Huffington, although a little bit younger,
You know,
prettier.
she reminds me of, and she's going to tick off at me now. Well, you are the weakest link, the woman.
Oh yeah.
How mean is that?
But
No, that's not bad.
I think she's that woman. I think she's great. I think
Yeah.
everybody hates her, and I love her.
Oh no, she's great.
She's attractive.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
She's attractive in an androgynous way. I think Sharon has a much more feminine angle than that.
But she's got my nuts in her hand as we speak.
Well, that's the part you're sort of picking up on, is the weakest link part.
Yeah.
You're the weakest link.
Drew's got hit my nuts in his hand too.
That's right.
The great Ozzy Osbourne and his beautiful wife / manager Sharon is in here, as well as their Pomeranian dog.
Is this what you mean by the tongue coming out right now?
No, that's not what I mean. I like it when the Pomeranians close their mouth and their tongue hangs out.
Sticks out, yeah.
Yeah, like they're drunk or something.
No, she doesn't do that.
Down to Earth is the name of the CD. Well, let me ask you a question. Just popped in my head, and maybe it's a stupid one, but as Americans, we think of Ozzy Osbourne as our own. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what I am.
You are.
I look at myself as being Anglo-American. I mean, I spent more time in Los Angeles than I have in Great Britain.
God bless you. But do you think, where would you say you were bigger? Do you think you're bigger in England or bigger here?
I'm recognised wherever I go. Wherever I go in the world, people go, "Are you Ozzy?" I forget who I am. I just walk around and people go, "It's Ozzy," and I really don't. I don't go out much. I don't go to clubs anymore because I don't go to bar. And if you're sitting there with a Diet Pepsi, you're going to go right. So when at 11 o'clock you can understand people, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, the language goes drastically downhill.
Do you if you got to go out somewhere and do something and you don't want to be recognized, do you un-Ozzy yourself?
Well, no, I really don't. I'm really. What do you say?
A hermit.
I don't go out much. See, my wife has just bought this house to spend X thousands of dollars on it.
Millions.
What's the point? My job is going out. What's the point when I'm coming home? And she goes, "Let's go out." And I go, "I've been out for the last year and a half."
I'm saying, what if you got to make a run to the market or something like that? I mean, I know you got people to do that.
I love, my biggest hobby is I love food shopping. I love it. I love going on a food shop.
But if you don't want to get hassled, do you put a hat on? Do you take the shades off? No,
I don't. No, because I'm as the album title goes, I like to be kind of down to earth. And if I'm sometimes office, Sharon goes, "You better go back and sign that guy because the day they stop asking you for your autograph is the day you got a problem." I go, okay.
All right. So she
like chews me out,
Yeah,
the manager.
Yeah.
No, she's a wife.
And manager.
Rules with an iron fist.
Wife first. Sometimes I go, is she talking to me as a loving wife or a bastard manager?
or both. Let's get back on the phones and speak to Kevin, who's 20. Kevin?
Hey, what's up, Adam, Dr. Drew?
Hey, Kevin.
What's up, Ozzy?
How you doing?
I seen you about 3 years ago at Harmony House in Taylor. I waited about 6 hours to get your autograph.
And did he sign it?
Yeah. That's pretty cool back when Black Sabbath and got back together, all that. But I got a question for Dr. Drew.
All
right. Recently I found out I have hepatitis C. And my girlfriend, she's like not hip to drugs or nothing like that.
You're an IV.
She don't drink. She don't.
You're an IV drug user.
Yeah. Well, I'm on methadone right now. But I mean, I don't shoot up anymore. But
so you got the hepatitis from shooting up?
Right.
That's where it comes from. But you can transmit it sexually, at least theoretically.
Yeah.
So you have an obligation to tell her about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to tell her because she don't even know about the methadone or anything like that. She knows I go gets up in the morning and goes somewhere.
Don't you think it's important that she knows?
What I've learned about methadone, a lot of people when I've been in rehabs who've been on methadone have said to me that coming off methadone was worse than getting off heroin.
Oh, it's the worst drug of all to come off of.
That's
what
I've heard.
By far, it's the worst.
Yeah, I was clean for almost a year, and it's just like I went back to getting high again, and it's just like.
Were you in the program or just not?
Yeah, I was in NA.
Well,
I had a sponsor.
So, Kevin, your girlfriend thinks you're a successful attorney, or what does she think you are?
You
must have a clue.
I sell windows.
Sell windows.
Window siding and roofing.
Okay, so she's. I think Junkie would be a step up at this point.
Right.
I mean, I don't think you're going to disappoint her. She's in love with you, and you're selling siding.
Right.
And methadone, even though I hate it, and I'm glad here Ozzy hates it too, it is a rational thing to do, if you're really having trouble staying sober.
It's just a substitute for heroin.
It absolutely is. I don't recommend it. It's not something that I adhere to, but if this man's life was in danger from his heroin use, and this keeps him safe at least, well, okay.
Well, I
agree with you.
I've met a lot of junkies when I've been in rehab, and they tell me the methadone was the worst than anything.
It can last.
And actual fact, I knew junkies that would trade their heroin to people that were getting methadone, to swap the heroin for the methadone.
Yeah. And they, it can take, it's real variable how bad the withdrawal is from methadone. Some people get through it in a week or two and are okay. Some go awful for 2 months. I mean, awful. All right.
I mean, I had a thing with Klonopin. I got myself screwed up with it.
That's all. That stuff takes a year before your brain's back normal again.
I'm taking it for life now, whether I like it or not.
What do you do with the Klonopin, Drew?
Well, I started to get kind of panic attacks, and it was like for anxiety at first. It's what it really is. It's like a supersonic Valium. It's like a
long-acting.
But you take it before you go out on stage or something.
No,
right?
That's Inderol you're thinking of.
Inderol?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
No, Inderol's a joke, man. It
is? Doesn't work?
Doesn't work.
Can I just say something here? That guy lying to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You need your ass kicked.
There you go. And plus endangering her life.
Yeah, really. I mean, he really does. It's not fair at all.
It's not right. I agree.
All right. So
thank you.
Thank you. Come clean with that. So the Klonopin, how much of that do you
And by
take?
the way, she no doubt has an alcoholic or addict dad that she's...
It's probably a reason she's attracted to this character in the first place.
That's right.
How much Klonopin do you take? You take it every day?
2 milligrams a day.
Bedtime.
And that's bad?
Bedtime.
Bedtime?
I've tried coming off it, but I literally can't live without it. I just wreck my brain cells for the while. The deal is, whatever you do to excess, if you play now, you pay later. I mean, none of us gets out of here alive. And if you abuse drugs or alcohol or anything, eventually you're gonna it's payback time. You know.
Last time I met you, you were actually complaining about depression.
I'm now on 2 different antidepressants.
Yeah.
On Zoloft and another one with a sedative to it. I can't. Because what I developed was about 3 years ago. I started to get this tremor, and I started to freak out. And I went to a neurologist, and I had an MRI, and he told me that I haven't got Parkinson's. I thought I was going, oh my God, I got Parkinson's. I couldn't stop shaking.
Yeah.
And what I've developed is a non-specific hereditary tremor. Which is, I'm put on a medication called mycilin. Which is like I take that 3 times a day now.
Well, thank God you're living in this age, though. I mean, you would have been screwed.
Forget it, man.
Just 25 years ago, right?
And then I phone my sister, and I go, I say to my sister, Jean, I says, I've just been diagnosed having a hereditary tremor. And she goes, oh, not you as well. And I go, what do you mean, not me as well? Your Uncle George had it, your Uncle... No, she reels off all these family members, and I go, well, don't you think somebody should have told me about 29... Sometime in your life, you might start jittering about the planet, don't worry, So I was freaking out. I thought, my God.
Does your neurologist know you're taking all that Klonopin, though?
Yeah.
That combo can be a little dangerous.
I've got a pill guy. I've got a psychiatrist that's a pill guy, but puts me on, puts me on... I'm on Seroquel as well.
Seroquel. So the Seroquel will make tremor worse sometimes, too.
Yeah, it does sometimes.
Yeah. When I take the Seroquel, I get tremored more, then it calms it down.
Yeah, it's good medicine.
Yeah.
It's good medicine. So it's Seroquel, Zoloft, mycilin, and Klonopin.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I just got handed a note here that says the CD does not go on sale tonight at midnight.
On sale Tuesday at 9 a.m. Tuesday the 16th at 9 a.m.
That's what is written down here. So the 16th, that's tomorrow for a lot of you.
But that's good. You were complaining about feeling not good, and now you're feeling good.
What do you mean?
Well, 7 years ago.
Like 7 or 8 years ago, you were complaining about... what you said was all you want to do is be able to enjoy...
With the antidepressants, it screws your sex life up.
Yes, it does. It can.
I've now got a bottle of those...
Viagra.
And I end up with I'm all loaded. And I'm no fire blanks,
Yeah, but as long as you think the gun's going off, that's good enough.
You feel the gun going off.
You try antidepressant. You go on antidepressants. It's like going. It's like sex just dies, man.
Yeah, it does. It can.
Yeah,
it's even worse for women. That stuff.
No, it's not.
No. The Zoloft and those medicines are turning the sex drive on. It can be bad.
I'm on Zoloft. It doesn't.
Didn't do it to you.
No, I'm jumping all over my husband and he's snoring.
Well, where's the dog?
I go tonight.
She's snoring too.
I go tonight, honey, and so she is.
Well, it's nice to hear those are universal problems. All right, and you don't let him take the Viagra if he goes on the road without you.
Do you know?
No,
but you know
she
what?
goes on the road.
I know, but he started to take Viagra, and we would wait for it to work. I'd fall asleep, and he'd be there with a big boner, and I'm fast asleep, and he can't wake me up.
I'm going, Sharon, I'm ready. She's going, get Lars. I'm lying there like I'm camping with the tent pole.
And I'm
all boned out. Nowhere to go. I'm looking at Minnie. She's going, not me.
Now, how long does the Viagra... Not again, she said. How long does the Viagra take to kick in?
Well, I learned. They're coming out with a new one, which is a nose spray.
Ooh.
And it's in one they spray.
It's called Pinocchio.
Really?
No.
But
That would be good. That would have been good.
I was taking as many as 5, and one night I got 2 stuck in my throat. I had a stiff neck for about a month.
Where's the hi-hat when you need it?
We need that.
Yeah. So that you put the spray right up the urethra, or you put it up your nose?
No, to get the muse for up the urethra. There's that. Ever tried that?
What?
There's stuff that works.
We actually inject it in your...
No, you push something into your urethra.
In your bum?
In your urethra.
No, that's the hole in the penis.
Oh, okay.
That's a one-eyed trouser snake.
All right. We're going to take a little break. Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Over there being San Diego.
Yes, sir.
Tori Amos is our guest tonight. She has herself a whole bunch of concerts coming up here at the Wiltern Theater, which is, like I said, the genius named that because it's on Western and Wilshire Boulevard, so hence the Wiltern. And those are all sold out, so just forget about it.
How do you know this kind of information?
Well, it dawned on me one day as I grew up in L.A., so I passed the Wiltern 1,700 times, and it just dawned on me as I was looking at the Wilshire and the Western sign, and that it's on Wilshire and Western, that it just must be. I have that kind of genius linguistically. And Drew does too, hence the homeostasis. Homeostasis, sorry. Yes, that's right. Tori, Strange Little Girls is the name of the new CD. We're going to hear something off of that. I think we'll take a call, and then we'll hear a song off the new CD. Selma?
Yes.
You're 22?
Yes.
What's up?
I was beginning to date this guy, and I kind of struggled. Didn't give him much attention because he actually lives kind of far from me, but since I'm going to move up to where he lives, we started talking. Now I feel like I'm more interested in him than he's interested in me.
How long were you dating him?
Well, I met him through a friend, actually, on a trip up north. He lives in Northern California. I live in Southern California. And that's why I wasn't paying much attention to him. And now I feel like that.
Hold on, Drew. I think we have to do a LoveLine recreation.
Yeah.
You ready? You asked me how long I've been dating him.
How long have you been dating him?
Well, I met him on a trip up north, with a friend, and he's up there, and I'm down in L.A.
Yeah, he lives in Southern California. I live in Northern California. That's why I don't care too much about it.
There we go. Yeah. All right, let's try this one more time. North to Alaska, come on, the rush is on. Yeah, I did an album of covers, too. Hoyt Axton covers, I did. Selma?
Yes.
How long you guys been going out?
A little over 2 months.
Okay, so it's fairly new, and it's always been a long-distance thing?
Yes.
Okay, and now it seems like he's losing interest?
Yeah, he'd rather watch TV with his friend and call me back.
Okay, well, maybe...
No,
yeah, it's over. Yeah. And it's okay, because he's out of your range geographically anyway.
Well, I'm actually going to move, maybe not too far from him in January. So it's like...
Are you really into him, or are you just kind of into him because you don't think he's into you?
No, I think he's like a total... he's been a total sweetheart, all the time. Calls me in the morning to say good morning, things like that. But
wait, I'm really unclear about something. How much time have you actually spent face to face?
Actually, a lot. Not a lot, but he's come down every other weekend, and I've gone up a lot. So we do see each other almost every weekend.
Okay. All right. Well, how about, and everybody can do this, if your mate is giving you trouble, it's okay to say to him, hey, what's up? You seem... Drew, do that again. Drew, next time I give a speech, I want you behind me.
Chorus.
Yeah, I want you behind me doing that, like I'm with the Nation of Islam. You just go. I'll go. It's okay to talk to your mate every once in a while. You guys should communicate. Do not hesitate to communicate. God put her on earth and gave her a mouth for more than just oral sex.
All right.
Although nothing comes to mind right now. Drew, come on.
No.
Okay. All right, Selma, you just talk to him, okay? And get an answer. And if the answer's, hey, he's out, then you move on.
She's pretty clear what the answer is, as always. That's why she doesn't ask the question.
Tori, don't you think, or tell me what you think about this. We think when people don't ask the question, it's usually because they don't want to know the answer.
Or they know what the answer is and they don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it. I mean, you get that vibe when someone's pulling out of a relationship. You kind of know. Your spidey sense tingles. And you know if you corner them and say to them, what's up, eventually, if you really push hard enough, they're just going to tell you they ain't into it. And then you're crushed.
But don't you sometimes think that there's a part of it that they want to hold on to, whether it's your friendship? Sometimes people just, they don't want you completely out of their life, but they don't want it the way that it was. Something's changing.
Right. And they don't want it the way it was, but they don't want to confront you, and they don't want you completely out. So they just start slowly pulling back, and then you go nuts.
I mean, is this guy afraid that because she's moving up there, she's going to be right there? And it's not against her. It's not a personal thing. It's just, I found that sometimes when I get too close to in my life, when I've been too close to certain men, that they just feel like they're losing their freedom.
Yeah, well, we do that. I'm feeling a little caged right now. Open the door. Hey, Drew?
Yep.
I forgot. I know I've told this story before, but it's been a long time. Tori Amos, I took some flowers of hers to an ex-girlfriend of mine many years ago. Do you remember that?
No.
She did. Tori did the K-Rock, that is the mother station out here, did the Kevin and Bean morning show years ago. Like it had to be 7 years ago, because I was just screwing around. I was like just hanging out with the morning show, screwing around. And Tori did her thing, and as usual, all her fans came by and dropped off some flowers and gifts and stuff. And Tori took off and left behind, and not intentionally, of course, but somehow neglected to get a bouquet of flowers. And I collected this bouquet of flowers because my girlfriend had been pounding on me for never giving her flowers. So I came home, and I handed her the flowers. And, she almost had an aneurysm because I never buy flowers. And she was like, what is up? Flowers? Oh, my goodness. I'll get some water, And I was feeling pretty good about myself. And then I screwed up. She was a big Tori Amos fan. And I said, such an idiot. I said, guess whose flowers these were for? She was like, who? And I said, your number one girl, Tori Amos. And she was like, you son of a bitch. I was like, what, Tori Amos? You love Tori Amos. Now,
not that much.
But for me...
No, Tori, you talked about the differences between how men and women think and how they speak.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Guy, that's an extra good thing.
Yeah, like let's
These
say...
are your best girls' flowers.
Right, let's say your wife brought you home a stethoscope that was C. Everett Koop's.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be on cloud 9, right?
Yeah, that's right. And extra special.
No, the word cheap comes to mind.
What about resourceful? Doesn't that come to mind?
Creative. Thoughtful.
That's right. Look, I could have walked away. But I picked up the flowers, I tore the Tory name tag off, and I promptly brought them to my girlfriend. And
is she still your girlfriend?
No. Big mistake.
That ended
because, this horse just came in. Do you know what I'm saying, baby?
Horse?
If she was listening, yeah, me. I'm talking about me. Yeah. She was with me during the lean years, but now literally a millionaire. Literally,
Congratulations.
So,
That's so
Thank
good
you.
for you.
Literally. Hey, should we hear a song? We got time? Should we do it? Let's do it at this break. Let's hear a
Whatever
song.
you say, Your Royal Highness.
Thank you. Anderson, you ready to rock? You got both your hands up in the air. Okay? You're working it with your feet? This is off of Strange Little Girl, and this one is called Strange Little Girl.
One day, see a strange little girl, look at you.
Tori Amos, everybody. Another beauty. Strange Little Girls, the name of the CD. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back with more of the show after this.
All right.
Hello? Who's this? This is LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, it's LoveLine, everybody. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Our good friend and wonderful soul, Tori Amos, is in studio tonight. I've seen Tori a few times, but I think only like acoustically, just alone at the piano, which is amazing and impressive. But how many people do you travel with? Or are you alone, or do you have a full band, or how does it work?
Well, I don't know how to put this. I'm playing alone at the piano, traveling with loads of people.
Really?
So, yes, even though I'm alone on stage,
right,
playing and singing, there's a huge crew that make it work. I do this with a lot of people.
Do you ever have someone on a cello sitting there?
For 2 tours, I had other musicians.
Right.
And that was a completely different kind of show. So this tour, I'm just alone at the keyboards.
Very, very impressive.
With a great crew, by the way, because, just because you're up there alone doesn't mean there are not a lot of people that are a part of creating the show.
Well, yeah, but stop being modest. They're a dime a dozen. Thank you. Drew? Mm-hmm. What are you doing over there, buddy?
Put up call.
Kevin?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, you're 18.
Holy God. Hi, Tori. How are you doing?
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Holy God. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Okay. I was in Salt Lake, too. In fact, I met that girl that you said hi to her baby to. I thought that was kind of cool.
Wow.
Wow, this is a small world. Are you in Salt Lake now?
Yeah, I am.
And
there's a lot of crazy fans out here. You have no idea.
Salt Lake's a fascinating place. Don't you think there's a lot going on out there?
It seems like there's quite a diverse group there. I mean, you got your super pious Mormons, and then you got your crazy rebellious kids who probably feel like women living in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Like under this oppressive regime. I'm guessing
stasis.
I'm guessing Kevin is one of them, right?
And then you've got the Olympic Committee.
Right.
Yeah. I want to know if you... This has been driving me crazy. I sat on the second row of your concert, and I swear to God that you looked at me during Crucify because I was bawling, and you, raised your eyebrows and smiled. I don't know if that was at me. And then afterwards, when I was, meeting you,
yeah, right.
I called you Jesus. Sorry, by the way. I didn't... That was
when you met her.
She, reached out her hand and said hi, and then I'm like, Tori, you're Jesus, or something stupid like that. I can't.
You're gay.
Was she, please, Drew, was she telling your dog to command you to kill?
No.
Okay,
I would have, though.
Good. How you doing over there in Salt? Are you gay, Kevin?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Is it tough there in Salt Lake for a young gay man?
No,
it's okay?
Not bad.
Okay. All right.
It was in school, but that's over.
That's over with now.
Yeah.
All right, so you love Tori Amos.
I do.
Me too.
Was there a question?
Is that it? No, I think he just wanted to heap praise on her.
That's it?
Who you want to talk to? Tony?
Yeah.
Tony?
Yes.
Tony the chick?
Is this Adam?
Yep.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, Tony.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm freaking out right now, dude. I can't handle it.
Because Tori's here?
Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm going to talk to her. Hi, Adam. Yeah, because Tori's
if
there.
you don't turn your radio off, you're not going to, so be careful.
Turn my radio off?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll hear you come on this then?
Yeah, you know there's that thing.
Phone.
It's a phone, right?
Yeah.
It's got that ear part.
My phone died in my hand. Speaker.
Oh, you mean your phone is out of batteries?
Yes, it's a bad phone.
All right, but you can still hear us through the speaker if you turn your radio down.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your question.
Am I on the air?
Yes.
All right. Tori, hi.
Oh, this Tori Amos fans are such a pain.
I can't believe I'm talking to you. Okay. Question is, what is your inspiration for fairies? Where did that come from in you? Because, as you know, everyone goes to the concert wearing fairy wings, and they write a lot about you being the fairy queen. Where does your inspiration come from?
Well, actually, My grandfather was part Cherokee, and he would talk to me about the spiritual realm and the spiritual world. And it defines itself in different ways for different people, as we all know. Sometimes it's just taking a walk and seeing the sunset. Sometimes it's being close to the earth and experiencing nature in that way. Sometimes it comes out for other people in religion. Although that gets very confusing.
Are you a religious person or a spiritual person?
Yeah, I'd like to think that it's more of a... It's not a set doctrine for me. My grandfather tried to teach me a lot about just listening to other people, and also listening to the spirit world, and it did speak to you, and listening to your ancestors. And as you know, that's a great belief with the Native Americans.
Yeah, they're huge into that. They listen to like coyotes, and they talk to
they
cactus.
do.
Wind.
That's right.
It's really because they didn't have cable. They're talking to rocks and stuff out there.
Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, that's the bottom line. If they had some cable, they wouldn't be into all that talking to coyotes and stuff. You know?
Well, I think the whole thing is that there are certain people that really believe that there is a spiritual world out there. And then there's some people that are more cynical about it. And it's going to feel right for you.
I'm sorry to cut you off in the middle of the spiritual jag.
No, you're not.
No, I really don't care.
You're quite happy about that.
I can't. We have to take a break. And we'll be right back.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Hey, LoveLine, or more aptly titled,
Best of LoveLine.
Thank you there,
It's a good thing we
Dr. Drew.
discussed that before.
I'm Adam Carolla, that's Dr. Drew, and it's really a better show.
Yeah, it's our best work. Well,
I
we
mean,
don't have any good
what
work.
would an average show be here?
Yeah.
No guest, me doing that god-awful lightning round at the end. Yeah. No, you don't have to.
Yeah, notice how lightning round does not appear in the best of lineup.
No, you don't
notice that?
You don't have to endure that because we have
good programming.
Named celebrities like Seth Green. I'm glad to welcome back to the program one of the nicest guys in show business, Seth Green.
Thanks.
Who I really enjoy because he's a really nice guy and he just has a sort of relaxed way about him. Makes you feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell we're all really comfortable.
Yeah, we're
so much that we don't want to talk.
I'm not wearing underpants or socks, so yes, I'm very comfortable.
Seth, how old were you when you first came on this show? I was trying to figure that out last night.
When I first came on this show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
14?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, so sad.
Yeah, I just found out.
With every host.
I found out you're like I'm like in the middle though, right? I mean, I'm not the worst.
The worst? Oh, God, no.
No, I'm like the middle, right?
You're good. You handle people well.
Yeah, you're all right. You're okay. Yeah.
I like to think of myself as the middle, you know?
In everything. Yeah.
It started early in junior high when I would strive to get C's.
No, I know. If somebody considers you the best, you figure you got to back off a little bit.
Who needs that pressure?
Right.
Right. And I'd be pissed off because I'm not getting paid enough. You know, if I was the best.
Yeah.
Who the hell want more money?
Right.
All right.
I think it's kind of getting out of hand, though. A lot of the reality programs are really just gross and scary.
Yeah, people, it's like, here's a cow testicle. You gotta eat that bull testicle, and then there's a lamb's eye, and then we're going to cover you in snakes. And,
yeah, but did you watch? Do you ever watch?
You got a guy with AIDS. He's going to pee on you.
There's that camera type show. Except what they're doing is freaking people out. It's not like, hey, you come in for a job, and the secretary has a club foot. It's not like that. They this episode that I saw, these women came in to get their bridal gowns because their wedding was tomorrow, and the people tell them, "Oh yeah, we ruined your gown," and they show them like a gown horribly burned. Oh. And the women start crying, and it's really upsetting. And then they go, "You're on the candid TV," and the women are just like, "Wow, that's so not funny."
That can shave years off your life too.
This MF narrated a show where you was caught on tape or something.
Oh yeah, but I did that
red-handed, red-handed.
I did that for money.
Yeah, but there was some awful stuff that went down on that show. Remember that?
Yeah, it was abusive.
He had like guys, he would send in a stripper or something and see how the guy would respond while his girlfriend watched. And just
there's a general mean-spiritedness to television these days
yes,
that I don't approve of.
There is. And I'll tell you something, just a little career advice, Seth. Not that you would stoop to doing something for the money like when I did Red Handed, but it was a great, it was a great moment. They said to me, we'll give you like 10 grand an episode or something like that. All you got to do is get to LoveLine an hour, maybe 45 minutes early, couple days, 2 days a week, and do some quick voiceover work. Your name's not on it. It's not like Adam Carolla presents Red Handed or anything. You don't get a writer or producer's credit. You just get your money and you go home. So I remember telling Daniel Kelson, the executive producer of The Man Show, yeah, I'm doing this Red Handed. He's like, you idiot. You'll ruin your career. I said, look, I'm not on camera, and my name's not even on the thing. No, so you don't understand. That ruins careers. I said, well, what do I care? I'm just going to make some money. My name's not on anything. I'll take the check. I'll go home. No one will know it's me.
That's what David Duchovny thought with Red Shoe Diaries.
Yeah. A week later, he comes in to the office. He has it Xerox. It's posted all over the place. It's a big picture of me in like the New York Times or something. Carolla embarrasses himself, it says, in like these big letters. And then the whole article basically goes on like I'd written, produced, conceived, and dreamt of the show. I got total credit for this piece of ass, and you've just never seen a better example of in your face, I told you so crap. Big picture, Carolla embarrasses himself. Fantastic. Seth is also in my favorite TV show, The Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I love that show.
Oh, thanks.
Man, do I love that show.
Me too.
And Seth does, what is it, Brian?
No, I do the
Stewie.
son, yeah.
No, Stewie's the baby. Right.
And I think to myself, my God, wouldn't it be marvelous if I turned out to be a homosexual?
Yeah, it's Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, you do Brian, right?
No, I do the...
What's his name?
Chris, the son.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Brian? Yeah, give me a shot of Chris. I love that guy. Come on.
Be funny, Seth.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me work it out.
You don't have to say anything funny. I'll tell you what you can do. You can just read some of your bio.
Okay.
Okay. That'll be comfortable.
Well, at least he's got some copy there.
Women weep, men shudder.
Seth Green has worked non-stop since he began in the business. That's Chris.
I love that, Chris. I love that Family Guy. I love that show.
I'm glad.
That show's funny as hell. I'm so glad it's back on.
Thanks.
All right, let's. You go. This ain't the last of your Chris, by the way.
Okay.
This is the first hour, Chris, and we're gonna need a second hour, and then we're gonna need my outgoing message.
Okay.
Give me just a little taste, like
outgoing message.
Adam's not home, but could you leave a message? Something like that.
Why don't you create a spin-off show for him?
Just quiet. Let me hear.
Hi, this is Adam. Please leave a message.
See, that's my regular message. There's nothing to it at all.
It's pretty on the nose, though.
But let's hear you. Give me a little taste.
Can I get the phone ring?
Yeah, lead him in with the phone, would you, Anderson?
Hi, Adam. Adam's not here. So if you could just call back another time. It's a very...
You don't know Chris. You got to see Chris. You got to see him. You have to see him in your mind's eye.
Jen, do you see Chris?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, what's going on?
You're 16.
Yes. I have this thing, whenever, like, a guy fingers me or something, I can't get an orgasm. I, like, get really close, but then, like, I just don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you just haven't met the right finger.
I don't think that's that whole behavior,
the fingering,
is not so usually goal directed. You know what I'm saying?
You mean orgasm directed?
Yeah, it's not that's not usually a goal, that behavior.
Yeah,
in fact, there is no goal in it really. That's why it sort of goes away.
Yeah, the finger is just sort of to make room for the penis. I mean, it's sort of like, before you put on a pair of boots, you grab them and you pull the laces apart, like before you put on some high-top shoes and you move it around a little and you loosen up. Well, it's not because you're going to put your hand in there. It's because you're going to put your foot in there. But you got to get your hand in there and move it around a little so your foot will fit better. See, You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you like being equated with a boot? It's nice.
Well, a high-top sneaker.
Okay.
Hey, Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, most women need a little clitoral stimulation and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but like if a guy goes down on me, I can't get one either.
I see.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Do you have orgasm when you masturbate?
Yeah.
And how do you do that? How do you achieve that?
Oh, I just kind of rub myself. I don't really... Yeah,
That's right. You do the rub thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you need the guy to do the rub thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need to relax
How
a
much
bit.
better, and by the way, for a woman, I never asked this question, but how much better is an orgasm when you're with a guy than when you do it yourself? You know what I mean? Oh. Well, you may not know.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's not been with a guy.
Have you been with a guy and had an orgasm?
No.
All right.
I'm virgin, but...
All right, but the fact that you do it, the fact that you're able to achieve orgasm by yourself, you're already ahead of most of your peers, okay? Being able to do it, being able to do it with someone else will come in good time.
Yeah. Now, what percentage, what do you think an orgasm with a woman is compared to masturbation for a guy? 50% better?
A male 50% better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
But whacking off is fine. It's not quite as good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
There's
almost,
no way to quantify
I
it.
said it's like an existential question. It's like an unanswerable.
Yes. If I whacked off in the force, would
Is
you
your
hear
whacking
me? I'm just curious. I'm curious for women. If do you think that gap's any wider or closer?
I think it's a lesser experience for them because men, first of all, are into the whole visual thing. They're into it.
Right.
They're getting that gratification. Women are into the emotional connection with it, and they don't get that. They're by themselves.
Yeah, but maybe that gets them further into it. More fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Close their eyes, little fantasy. Yeah. Candy?
Who?
Candy?
Candy.
Is that you?
Candy. Yes, that's me.
Wow.
Hi, Adam. I love you.
Hey, baby. You're 16.
You're hot, too.
Candy,
hey, what about Seth Green here? He's super hot.
He's okay.
Oh.
That's fine.
But, Drew, you are so hot for your age.
Drew, it's time to get out. It's time for you to get out of this business. That's the first time I've heard that with you.
Wow. No, I've heard that a couple
Candy,
times.
have you ever thought about doing public relations or maybe being an ambassador to a country? Because you really make people feel comfortable and important.
You'd be great. A great PR person, like for a studio. Like, hey, you're really fat, so you're probably going to laugh really hard at this new movie because, you fat people, when you're not sweating, you really laugh it up.
Okay.
All right.
Adam.
You like the age thing.
Yeah, go ahead. What's wrong with Seth, by the way? What's Seth's thing? You know what's wrong with him? Is anything wrong with Seth?
I'm guessing that you called because there's something wrong with you. So why don't we address that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, one more thing. Adam, would you have sex with a 16-year-old?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
I mean, not a chick. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
My question. I am, I get really obsessed with guys.
Mm-hmm.
Named Adam Carolla.
No, actually, I'm really obsessed with Scott Weiland.
Right.
Oh, poor Scott.
Yeah. He's
Drew knows Scott Weiland. You have to go, oh, dear Jesus.
No, it's a poor Scott.
Oh, poor Scott. All right.
I love him. He's a god.
Yeah, he's a hot guy.
I don't just like him for his looks either. That's just a plus. I love his music.
Okay, fantastic. So what do you want us to do?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Who cares? You're so mean.
Well, what do you want us to do about it?
Well, I get obsessed with, older guys. I had a one-night stand, during vacation with a 23-year-old.
Where?
It was at a bar.
What were you doing at a bar? You're 16.
I know. They let me get in.
Where?
Mazatlan,
Oh,
Mexico.
that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No rules.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Candy.
Yeah?
Where's your dad?
Huh?
Where's your dad?
Oh, he's here at home. He's great.
Do you like him?
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah? You love him?
Yeah, but my mom's crazy.
Okay. Well, that's where you get
it.
Why? What's the deal?
Because she's like a crazy foreign lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like Minka.
Ooh, number one Asian big boob queen.
Yes.
What's your What's your mom's nationality?
She's Mexican.
Oh, that's trouble. Because, when they're crazy, they just go, "Aye!" and they hit you all the time.
Yeah.
Aye! And they swat, "Aye! Aye!" They chase you around, like, out of the kitchen and smack you in the back.
Yeah, and, like, she really hates me, and she's letting my 18-year-old brother, like, beat me up if I, like, say anything.
Okay.
Is this your birth mother?
Yeah.
So everything's a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not going to solve it by trying to bang Scott Weiland or
No, I don't want to have sex with him. I just want to talk to him.
But Candy, what you're doing is you're using arousal. You're using these sort of thrilling environments and circumstances to manage or escape all the feelings you have about this chaotic home environment. So, those traumas need to be dealt with in a more direct way, in a way that's not potentially so self-destructive for you.
What do you know, old man? I say live. Live.
Hey,
Life is for
an
the
old
young,
guy,
man.
I look great.
You do. Drew does look good for an old man, doesn't he?
Drew is at an indefinable age.
Oh. Yeah, he is. He's like,
if you look at him, you can't tell how old he is.
No, to me, he's like, remember on the Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket, Colonel Sanders? It's always the same guy. It's not like he got older as you got older. It's the same dude.
Yeah, he's always young.
Well, maybe that wasn't the most flattering.
Goatee.
Should I wear a goatee?
John?
Look more like Colonel Sanders.
And put a little wax in it.
Yeah?
John, you're 32.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Seth, love your work.
Thanks.
Dr. Drew, got a quick question for you. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. My psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever he is, gave me clonazepam, 0.5 milligrams. I take it once a day. I take it before I go to bed. I've read a lot of conflicting things about it being addictive, and I wanted to hear what you had to say about it.
Well, you're taking a very, very low dose.
Yep.
And it is a long-acting benzodiazepine, and all benzodiazepine and hypnotics have the potential to be addictive, and all, even if they don't cause addiction, can cause dependency.
Okay.
Clonazepam is the safest in that whole class, and if you do not have a risk for addiction, if you're not an addict, you should feel free to take it. That's a low dose. It's a good medicine for generalized anxiety. If you don't have a family history of addiction, you've never used drugs yourself, you've never been diagnosed with addiction, it's perfectly safe. However, occasionally I've seen psychiatrists give Klonopin or clonazepam to addicts, and I've never seen an addict stay sober while taking that medicine.
What's the difference between Klonopin and clonazepam, and why can't they just make the words a little easier? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Everyone. So you know what this is? This is so all the laymen look like jackasses when they go. My doctor has me on McDouche.
No, there's still a throwback to like alchemist, where you have to use specialized languages and incantations to try to, part of the drama of being a healthcare provider.
Couldn't we just give them all numbers? I'm on A1, I'm on A2, and go all the way through that, and then you go to the B1s and the B2s.
How about XY billion round blue pill?
Yeah, or just call them by the shape. Yeah, because these poor people can never do it, and it's embarrassing.
I'm taking the ovals.
What's that, Seth?
I'm taking the triangles now.
That's your Lucky Charms or Viagra. David?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yes, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I met a girl while I was at the KFC, and I went around, and she said I looked kind of cute, so I just wanted to, talk to her, but I got kind of nervous.
You met a girl at Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yeah, when I was in a drive-thru.
Were you working?
No, I was going around just to pick up some food from my mom and dad. So.
Is she working?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. All right.
And I just kind of got nervous, and she asked me if I lived around the area. And then she asked about my afro, and then I got kind of nervous. And when it was time to go, I just drove off without, asking for a number or anything. I was just wondering.
Hold on a second. A guy with an afro eating fried chicken? I don't buy it. Thanks, Drew. Drew wrote that down and slid it across the desk. David?
Yes.
You a black guy?
Yes.
That's where you get the afro?
Yes.
I got an afro, too,
Yeah.
Now, why are you so panicky?
I'm nervous my mom's going to come inside.
I see. And how old was this lady?
She's about 17, 18.
Uh-huh. So she likes you, and she works the drive-thru at the KFC.
Yes.
All right. Well,
you're upset because you couldn't talk to her?
Well, I would just, if an opportunity arises like that again, how would I?
Well, how do you know she just sized you up when you pulled up?
No, well, she gave me an extra 5 hot wings, and then she was complimenting me. She gave me extra change.
Hey, David,
hold on. I don't believe this. Do you
well, let's deal with it.
Extra hot wings. How about those wet naps? Did she throw in some extra wet naps?
No, she did not.
David, here's the deal.
I pioneered something called the wet nap in the mid-'80s. It was a totally different,
it's a different combination
thing.
of two behaviors.
Totally different, yeah.
David, or maybe did you do it while you were napping?
Yeah.
It was a nocturnal nap.
I whizzed on myself in my sleep just the other night, actually, about a week ago.
Did you really?
Yeah. Not proud of it, but yeah. In Vegas, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice big whiz.
You were asleep for like 2
So I had to take a whiz. Hey, David?
You were asleep for like 2 hours that night.
I whiz on myself when I'm asleep, I think, more than other adults do. I think other adults do it about every 8 years, and I do it about every 8 months.
I've not whizzed on myself since
you haven't?
So it's 4 or
Seth?
2.
It's been a little while, yeah.
Oh, really? You
No.
guys not just saying that?
No.
Okay, so I feel bad. David?
Yeah.
Go back there and get her phone number.
Well, it's close. Yeah, I'm just wondering.
No, not tonight. Tomorrow.
David, here's the deal. You can't, there's no way, there's no cookbook, there's no sort of guiding you through this. You just need experience laying it out there a little bit.
Yeah.
Doing it and doing it and doing it. Pretty soon it will not be that big a deal.
Well, and here's the good news. It's drive-through. You're in your car.
Keep going.
I wish when I was in high school I could have driven my car down the halls and asked women out. And it's like, if you didn't get the right answer, you just step on it or start rolling the window up. Like it'd be like, hey, want to go to the movie this weekend? Well, I can't. And I just start rolling the window up. Like, my aunt's coming in town. Thank you.
But you don't feel so insecure, not so exposed. You got a big car around you.
Yeah, you're in your car. Yeah, don't pay with change and do a move like that. That's not going to work. But just pull up, ask her for a number, and either she says yes or no. And if she says no, you're gone, and then you can't go back there for a few months.
Maybe we should go out sometime. What do you think? That's it. That's simple.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
I am.
You want to hang out?
Well, that business about you whizzing at yourself got me going.
My beloved family guy. We'll take ourselves a little break. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to more of the best of LoveLine.
Now another friend of ours.
Yep. Now this is a guy, this next guest, who didn't seem to get us at the beginning because we weren't laughing at his jokes. But then I explained nobody laughs around here. This is LoveLine. You have to create your own support system for yourself.
Your own version of humor.
That's right.
Okay.
He caught on and fit right in. This is Jay Moore. Tonight we'd love to welcome to the show, and we're going to Jay Moore.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
Thank you, Jay.
I've always wanted to be on the show since I first moved to L.A. and I had a studio apartment.
That accounts for the 40 times he was invited up here.
In North Hollywood, where people used to cook crystal meth in the hallways.
Oh, you live next to Adam?
Yes.
I grew up in North Hollywood. You spent a short period of your life while your star was rising in North Hollywood, but I was born and bred in that armpit of a city, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Take it easy, man.
Sorry, you just brought up some memories.
Well,
that's
write
all.
down some lyrics. Let's take it on the road.
You just missed it because between the three of us, we had a 4-person conversation here, all talking about our own version of a televangelist that we thought we were describing to each other.
Three Yogi Berras mumbling at each other.
Yes, it's going to be a long night. We haven't had any comedy on this show in about it's been a year and a half.
How long have you been on the show?
Well, I've been on the show for about 5.5 years.
About 5.5 years, Jay.
So it's been about 5.5. Well, but we have had comedians
That's true.
on
Occasionally, yes.
And then what, they don't...
No, they're funny.
Oh.
Drew was just busting my chops. Jay is the voice of... what shows I thinking up that I really enjoy?
Without going through the biography.
No, where is that? I was just...
you don't have to do it for my benefit. If it's something you genuinely are curious about.
No, I am genuinely curious
Beyond
about
the Glory.
this. Beyond the Glory, because I was watching...
You're listening to LoveLine, Beyond the Glory.
I was watching The Warren Moon, Beyond the Glory, last night.
That was one of the duller ones,
and
actually.
I enjoyed it. And it's on my TiVo lineup. And I loved the hell out of that show. I mean, I saw the Mother's Day thing before.
Right after that new Lifetime sitcom.
No, I watched the hell out of that show, and I was sitting there watching it last night, and I was thinking, who does the voice for this? And
it never dawned on you?
Never dawned on me. I did not recognize your voice.
Did you want to know who did the voice because you, in particular, liked the voice? You thought it was...
No, I was thinking, that guy, how inappropriate. That guy sucks. No, I don't know why. I was watching last night, and I was watching the Warren Moon one, which I love them all because it's sports and it's sort of truth and it's biography.
It's behind
and
the music
mixed in. Yeah, I mean,
it's VH1 behind the music with sports.
I've seen Deion Sanders and
Drew not talking on the radio. That's a good career move. Go ahead, Adam.
Oh no, that's his bread and butter.
You guys doing plenty of talking.
You guys flipping through Drugs magazine.
No,
I just think that's a cool gig.
I thought I saw Polly 4 times with my kids, and I cannot remember what the movie is about.
Oh, it's actually good. Like sometimes guys will try to clown me, like, yeah, Paulie, and I actually feel comfortable looking at them and saying, no, actually, that's a good movie.
Yeah, the parrot
it's for children.
Movie.
I mean, it's a kids movie. Yeah. It's not,
Can't remember.
It's not Casino, for crying out loud.
All right, Drew, you want to just keep reading and bringing up random things?
Yeah, when you guys are done, I'd like to go to some calls.
What do you mean when we're done? We're just talking because nothing else is happening because you're sitting there reading the paper.
That's right.
He's in the control seat right now.
Nicole?
Yes.
You're 18?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Well, I can only have an orgasm when I use a vibrator.
All right, hold on. Drew's got his wallet out. There may be some gambling going on. We haven't done this in a while. Jay, you have any money? You have $1?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to gamble. We haven't done this in
you know what?
Weeks.
I'm happy to be here, you guys, and this makes it more fun because when I play PlayStation in my house, it's like the floor of the stock exchange. My friends and I, $20 a home run, $50 a game. If it lands in the bullpen, an extra $5. It's ridiculous. What the hell's going on, and why is my money on the table?
I'll tell you why. Because we're going to gamble on Nicole. Now, here's how we do this. Drew says we do it as a sort of lesson to teach people about how predictable human behavior is. For me, it's beating up on people that are already down and making a buck at the same time. Any way you slice it, it's good for everybody. Now, I've won the last 2 times we've done this.
We haven't done it in like 4 months, I think.
It's been a couple months. Yeah. But here's what we're gambling on.
Stop. You were winning.
Drew heard her voice, and she's 18, and when you hear that kind of screwed up little girl voice, there's always trouble. Now, the question is what happened in her past? That's what we're gambling on. Rape, molestation, alcoholic father, maybe nothing. Maybe everything's good. That's smart money sometimes too, because sometimes
it's kind of morbid.
They don't admit to anything. I know it is.
It's a little crass.
It is.
Hey, you know what? I got $1 says her uncle raped her.
I'll tell you the scary part.
That's hilarious, guys.
Put
that on Lifetime.
Here's the real sad part.
Put it on after Boo Hoo, the story of some lady.
Is when Drew.
Come on, nothing.
Drew
puts funny,
his,
man.
Puts his, I think it's funny. I'm just saying that the real scary part comes is when Drew puts a buck down on molestation, finds out she's been molested, and does a small victory dance in the studio.
What I think is more alarming is that it's from the person's voice.
Yeah.
It's become entertainment for you in a way like a morning jog would guess like what kind of car you drive when you honk your horn.
No, the reason we started doing this...
I know that one. Toyota Tercel. My phone screener just typed it up on my computer.
Write that one down, by the way.
Tercel, got it.
Yeah, you just get the phone screener to type in the car on the computer.
The reason we started doing it is people, we'd go, what happened to you? Were you abused? And they go... No. And we'll come, and then things wouldn't make sense. We go, wait a minute, you sure you weren't abused? And they go, well, but I've dealt with it. It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So we started saying, hey, look, it has so much to do with it. This whole call didn't make sense until we got to that. So now we're saying up front, don't tell us it doesn't have anything to do with it. We know so much about what it has to do with that we can predict it just by listening to your voice. We know that's what's making you call.
You better hope you're right now, Drew.
You know what?
I didn't reach for my wallet.
So you're saying she's not. You're saying she is. Drew.
No,
you're saying she is.
No, we all got to gamble. That's what I'm saying. So let's just.
Adam is saying that this one may not be that screwed up.
Let's get started. No, her voice.
No,
was
but what am
screwy.
I betting on? I got.
Here, I'll give you some options. It'll make it very.
Because I'm going to bet for law of averages that she's calling the show, and she sounded like she was crying, like.
But remember, we're betting on her past.
Yeah, I'm going to bet
she had a normal family life.
I think like one out of 3 women have been. Everybody's been.
So what are you going with?
Of course, she's been touched by somebody.
Molested.
Sexually abused.
All right. What age?
And that encompasses like even like the shower curtain being removed just so you can watch from a distance.
What
We're
age?
not talking about.
You talking about something you were doing or what?
No, I'm just saying like there's a lot of way to get in a kid's head and freak them out.
Okay, so what age?
You got an age?
Say 8.
No, I'm going to say no. Okay, here it is. Ready? Check this out. All right, and I'll do a little victory dance. Early bloomer, right?
Right.
Funky father.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I'm going to say right around 16.
Okay.
They got a little, or no, early bloomer. So I'm going to say 13, 14.
All right. Good bet.
13.
Because she was like the first girl
13,
with like
14.
Good bet.
Maybe dad.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to go dad not around, stepdad, bad guy but didn't do the damage. Maybe step family, brother, something like that.
All right, so you're getting sexual abuse. Then.
Yeah, I'm going to go with stepbrother. Sexual abuse.
The dark horse, stepbrother.
Yeah, that's a tall one.
That's a
I'm going alcoholic dad.
Yeah.
Or stepdad. I think there might be like if a stepdad came along, and then physical abuse.
Let me see what the cards say now.
No sexual abuse.
We need Cleo to put her cards down now.
All right.
Nothing?
Nicole?
Yes.
All right, what do we got?
Nothing really.
Oh, no. And here's where we're all praying. Please be molested at some point.
No, I mean, my dad isn't around, but I was never molested or anything.
No one ever struck you, hit you?
Oh, here for Drew Lobbies.
No one ever hit you?
Well, hold on a second. Drew, you may owe us because you reach for your wallet. Nicole?
No way. I still...
Let me do the question. The kids respect me. Nicole?
Yes?
Your dad left when you were how old?
Like 13.
13?
Yeah.
And so he left fairly recently?
Uh-huh.
And why did he leave?
My parents got divorced.
Okay. And you know why?
He was cheating on her.
Cheating on her?
With you?
Interesting. With you? No, not with you.
That's too bad.
And
we all could have made a buck.
Did he drink?
No.
No. Not a drinker. Any drugs? Any marijuana, pills, anything like that?
No, not that I know of.
What do he do for a living?
He's a maintenance man.
I see.
Oh, they're always child molesters.
And mom using?
And what about mom?
She's more religious. She doesn't do anything like that.
Yeah. What was she doing before she found Jesus Christ?
I don't know. She found him pretty early.
Oh, okay.
Selling ass.
All right. So she wasn't shooting heroin or anything before she found Jesus?
No.
All right. And so your mom didn't remarry?
Mm-mm.
So she's still single?
Yes.
And when did you lose your virginity?
When I was 15.
All right.
A month before I turned 16.
How old was the guy?
15.
All right.
14.
I don't like this gambling bet.
Nothing.
I still don't know why she called.
We don't get anything. This Snake Eyes here, Drew. What?
Unacceptable.
No, I accept it. I didn't hear it in her voice.
The addiction thing is there. I just know it.
Why don't we ask her why she called?
Go with the addiction. Shay, I know that makes sense. It really does.
So is that too expeditious?
No. Here's the problem. Drew reached for his wallet prematurely, then got into this long, meandering thing about why we know, and now he's rolled snake eyes, and now he's trying to save some face. So we got to give him 30 seconds to try to save a little face.
So
Go ahead.
Nicole, you're calling about the fact that you masturbate a lot, right?
Yeah.
How many times a day?
Well, I used to do it a lot.
How many times a day?
Like 4 or 5.
And how old were you when you started doing that?
I was pretty young, probably like 13.
Yeah.
And what's happening now?
213s, gentlemen.
That's right.
I got that in there. So put your left foot in, at least. I got a toe in the water.
What's happening right now?
Well, I masturbate a lot, and I do it pretty much every chance I get. And every guy that I've been with, I've never been able to get an orgasm. I mean, I can only do it with a vibrator. I can't even do it with my fingers.
All right. And do you do drugs or alcohol yourself?
I just realized she told us why she called, but we spent so long talking about it, I forgot about it.
Right.
Remember when I was like lobbying to hear why she called?
Yeah, she already
told us. Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
I apologize, gentlemen.
But were you doing drugs, alcohol yourself?
Sometimes.
What drugs are you doing?
I smoke weed sometimes.
How many times a week?
Probably like once or twice.
Once or twice a week. Would you do it every day if you could?
I used to do it every day, but I stopped a lot.
Okay. Did your dad never do drugs or alcohol?
No, not that I know of.
Why do I distinctly have that sort of feel? Is there some alcoholism in your family somewhere?
My uncle was a really bad alcoholic.
And who is his brother?
My dad.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't mean it.
This is 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
No,
I know.
She's got the gene, is what I'm getting at.
No, she might.
She got the gene.
Look, three-quarters of the people
with
call the
cranking
show
one out
have
with a
the
vibrator?
That's true.
She's compulsive with it a little bit.
All
and
right,
so compulsive
I'll give Drew that.
Everything she really likes having orgasms?
And she can't perform with a guy because she's so compulsed about her masturbating. Okay.
All right. Hey, Nicole?
Yeah.
Can you have, I'm sorry,
and
can you
here's
have an orgasm while you masturbate while a guy is having intercourse with you?
Huh?
Could you use your vibrator on yourself and bring yourself to orgasm while you are having intercourse with a guy?
Yeah.
You could?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So then you're having orgasms while you're having intercourse.
Yeah, but it's not from the guy, it's from the vibrator.
Well, look, when I'm with
a little
chick,
separation issue right there, right, Drew? Right?
No. Just, she doesn't realize that most guys can't make women have orgasms, and that's just the way it is.
All right.
Most women can't have orgasms during intercourse.
All right, what's the answer?
The answer
Drew,
is...
I should sue you for going for your wallet.
No. Here's the deal. She is an addict in evolution. That gene is beginning to express itself. She's using arousal as a way of managing affect, managing feelings. She's
I think that's a
sexually.
ridiculous leap of logic and faith.
It's not logic and faith. It's just that's what people do. And
the fact that she enjoys masturbating 4 times a day, you're going to tie that to her uncle's alcoholism somehow.
Oh no, I deal with addicts so much I can just tell when somebody's got that gene. I just know it. And it's the fact that she smokes pot every day is what I'm putting that she has the gene on. And
I think she smokes pot every day, too.
Yeah. She's a marijuana addict. And you have to have the alcoholism gene to be a marijuana addict.
Here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about giving Jay his $1 back, me taking my $1 back, and us tearing your $1 in half.
Fair enough.
And taking one.
How about all 3 of us give our $1 to Brett?
There you go. All right.
But no, wait a minute. I think we need to leave it out here to remind us to gamble because we cannot go out on this kind of gambling night.
I'm all for that.
Must find another
Sorry, Brett,
stooge.
you're out.
All right, Brett, you can get the money if...
Not if I win. If anybody else wins, it's all yours.
Laura?
Yeah.
You're 29?
All right, I got $1 right now that says it was her uncle on a rowboat in the middle of Lake Apacong, New Jersey.
With a candlestick.
In the den.
In the library.
Laura?
Yeah.
You're 29. What's
I have
up?
a question for the doctor.
Real quick.
I've been diagnosed with depression and general anxiety, and I've been on medications for quite a while. I'm currently taking Effexor.
All right, hold on, Drew.
It's a quick one.
I don't want to get into the Effexor and the depression after that long rambling nonsense. We just got in. Give me something fun here, for Christ's sake. Alicia?
Yeah?
You're 15?
Yeah.
When you
What
golf,
happened?
Adam, you take a lot of mulligans, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm like all into it, like, okay, yeah.
No.
You know what, honey? You got to hold on because you're not as interesting potentially as someone else.
Alicia, what's up?
That's right. Go ahead, Alicia.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I have this like weird smell coming from my vagina.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Smells like skunk vomit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Are you sexually active?
No, I thought I like had an infection or something.
Right.
Sizzling and hot garbage.
That would be the most common reason for that. So you got to see a doctor and get treated for that.
You having sex?
No.
Anything going in there?
Only my finger.
Yeah, maybe introduce some
maybe
bacteria.
You should wash your hands.
Yeah, you can get
I
bacteria
do.
in there, but it usually is infection.
Do you guys usually have comics on the show ever?
Oh,
Ever?
what's happened?
So I feel like I'm just breaking my head against a brick wall.
Oh, no,
coming
no,
up
no.
Some real funny stuff here. So I'm pretty much playing to people in their cars right now.
Don't expect us to respond.
I mean, skunk vomit, just out of nowhere.
No, that's good. Yeah, I was
Well, tell
actually
your
thinking
face.
about
I'm
that.
freaking drowning over here.
You should see.
No.
I gotta materialize people in their cars in Oklahoma going, thank God Jay Moore's in there because I'm in the middle of nowhere and he's saying funny things and I'm high and it's even funnier that they're not laughing at him.
Jay. Oh, did you say you were high or the guy in Oklahoma?
No, the guy that's in his car is laughing because no one's laughing at my jokes.
Is this another comedian? I'm lost. No. Look, skunk vomit, hilarious. I'm write that down. Skunk vomit. Write that
What
down.
about
Drew.
the chick that's depressed?
We're going to get to that.
Look, fill the tub with Listerine, laying it with your legs open. It's not going to smell anymore. I don't know if it's going to cure the problem, but it'll cure the symptom.
Write Listerine tub down.
I'm going to say, like, right there, that's an A+, man. Now I'm just plugging. Irvine Improv, all weekend long. If you think this is funnier than the way they've been responding, come down and show me face to face.
Hold on, I got one. Hang one of those little scented Christmas trees from your clitoris. Write that one down.
That's a good one. Hang
That's
that from when you flick the bean. You can dangle the pine scent.
Hey, Alicia?
Yeah.
Jay's funny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Not when he's talking about my smelly vagina, he's not.
You do need to see someone. It needs to be treated. You could try some. Man, you really need to get seen to this.
Do you see a gynecologist?
Yeah.
And have you ever asked him?
No.
Don't you think he notices?
I don't know.
What do you mean? If you smell it, he's down. He's the one looking at it.
Hey, do gynecologists wear those masks?
No.
Why does a dental hygienist wear a mask, but a gynecologist doesn't?
AIDS in them.
The splashing and no splashing.
I'm just saying, if there's a gig to wear a mask,
gigs don't splash.
No, I'm saying if there's a gig, meaning a job where you should wear a mask.
True.
Gig. He's been doing the show so
He's
long.
doing the show with Fred Mertz.
He thinks everything is a euphemism for vagina. It's great.
Oh, gigs don't. Actually, gigs do splash. I've had them splash.
Not in the doctor's office.
What I'm saying is
squirting.
Guys wear masks, a lot of masks, right? I mean, a lot of technicians and things wear these things. Why not a gynecologist? Wouldn't you want to wear one as a gynecologist?
That would seem impersonal.
Yeah, I think it would arouse suspicion.
You're not taking a drill with stuff flying out of it. You're thinking.
Yeah, but they'll squirt you like a sea anemone once in a while, right?
No.
And we've talked to those women on this show.
Really?
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna regroup here. Anderson, do you got some canned laughs for Jay Moore?
No, that's the kiss of... That means you hate me.
No, I think Jay's funny.
That's the kiss of death.
Let me try some of Jay's material.
You do it.
Skunk vomit. All right, now be ready with that, would you, Anderson? And pay attention.
It sounds like Sinatra live at the Sands. What club was that taken from?
You understand the man is spinning gold over here, and I want you to focus on the laugh track.
Why don't you change seats so you can appreciate the groupers in the other room, too?
What's that?
Maybe you change positions with Jay.
I turn around, there's 4 people on the floor laughing, and then I go, okay, it's not me. These guys are on, what are you, on Klonopin? What, they take too many?
They see your chair turning, and they yell, hit the deck.
So I don't splash, so my gig doesn't splash them.
Listen, these stooges...
I called it back so you could go to commercial, and still nothing. You're not a giver.
No, that's true.
Oh, come on, that was a
No, it's just, you know, in every team, Adam, it's got to be a cyclical relationship. And I'm going 180, and I'm overextending at times.
You're right.
You know, if a relationship's got to work, it's got to be a circle. You know, that's why a wedding ring is a circle instead of like a rectangle.
You're right. We got to do the circle.
You're not,
thing.
Ebb and flow like the ocean. I think you're just ebbing, man.
I beg your pardon.
Ebb and Flow was a popular group from the...
that was a good Pearl Jam song.
Circle thing.
Ebb and Flow.
All right, we're going to take... That was Cher singing Even Flow. We're going to take a little break. Jay Moore is here, and we'll be back.
Hello? This is LoveLine.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Jay Moore is our guest tonight. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jay Moore, guest tonight.
That's funny.
Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Let me just, if you missed the first segment, you missed skunk vomit, you missed Listerine tub. I mean, they take some explanation, but keep in mind that was some funny.
It's simple.
Stuff.
If you have a funky dance floor down there, ladies, you can always fill the tub with Listerine and lay in it with your legs open. Maybe I should just play acoustic here.
Well, Anderson.
Penny?
No. The Taboo 2.
No, we're not going to hear Taboo 2 tonight.
That's it.
Oh, yes, he does.
All right.
He knows how to please in every detail.
Come on, man, let's do it. I'll try anything.
This is a
I
theme
hit to all
song
fields.
to one of my
I
favorite.
hit to all fields.
Favorite porn movies. Taboo 2.
Why, guys cranking their mothers? That turns you on?
And sister, but it's about so much more. Well, not really. It's just
I think you
mother
got
and a sister.
deep problems.
Yeah.
I think Drew would agree with me.
Angela on line 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Jay Moore.
Angela.
Angela's
It's
15.
Angela. It's me, Tony Danza.
Angela, what's up?
Hi.
Who's the boss?
Oh, I know it.
Samantha. That's right, you SMBs.
Hey, Angela, you have a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you guys really need Jimmy on the show.
On this show.
Are you trying to put me to an early grave or what?
He must be funnier than me.
Add Jimmy.
All right, go ahead there, Angela.
Yeah, I was
Lives on my street. I could ask him. I'm
teabagging is.
Jay?
What is who is this?
She wants to know what teabagging
Angela,
is.
15. Angela, 15.
Term teabag.
Is it a real term or?
Yeah, it's when you dip your scrotum into the girl's mouth, a la a tea bag. Hence, teabag.
Yeah.
Comprende?
Yeah.
You good with that, Angela?
That's a little like that's something to me is demeaning. Like if you're dipping.
You're married, right?
Yeah.
How long?
Happily, 2.5 years.
You want to know what the Dirty Sanchez is, Angela?
Oh God.
No. All right, that's enough, Angela. Don't do
Rusty
any
trombone.
Where in Wyoming are you calling from?
I don't know what that one is.
Rusty trombone.
Wait. Where in Wyoming are you?
Cheyenne.
Child molesting Bill. Is that what you were fishing for?
What is the rusty trombone?
Wyoming. She must be child molested.
What's the rusty trombone, Jay?
That's a guy getting manually manipulated while the woman's behind him with her, tongue in his rear end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rusty trombone. That's good.
Drew doesn't want to hear it.
I like that. Yeah.
Jay suddenly had the wind taken out of his sails.
Just we took it out.
Right?
Don't worry.
No,
we broke him down.
I've sort of realized there's a much different pacing to the show than I had anticipated.
Jay,
so I'm acclimated.
Many a guest has come into this studio and tried to be entertaining. It never works. It never
that's
works.
how I.
You don't see us trying to be entertaining.
If we were all just driving in the car having the same conversation, I'm a type A personality. I'd be talking just as much. And
right.
I'm a comedian, so I think funny things come out of my mouth.
Right.
So I don't want you guys to think I was like doing bits.
No.
I thought
this,
like I would
skunk vomit was
all right enough. I thought I would interject and like just have. Obviously, okay.
No, you're right. No,
you've taken me out of my game.
This is the pace of the show. Let me. You love baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the way baseball works. You take a few pitches and you swing at a few pitches, and if one is high or outside or in the dirt, you stand back. And if he throws two in the dirt, you stand back. And then he puts one right down the pipeline, and you take a cut at it. This is the same thing. Yeah, someone calls they're being molested or raped or something. You sit back for a little. You take a few. Let Drew
sit back. You guys bet that she had been raped by her
orthodontist.
Brother.
Yeah. No, you're right.
This place is haunted.
LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for staying with us for these 2 hours. We appreciate you listening to the best of LoveLine.
You know, Adam, Ann really does a good job. Look at these guests.
Yeah. That's a lot of luck. I want to thank producer Ann for putting her feminine stink on the show. Tara, don't call me Tara. Yes. I flipped that around for her now. I just saw her through the glass.
Just
She's
to freak
very
her out a little
upset.
bit.
Yes.
I know.
Tara, don't call me Tara, goddammit, for doing a great job on the phones. Who's that bald kid who bugs me all the time on the phone? Damien. I want to thank Engineer Anderson for making it all work. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.